Welcome to Black Gworl Book Club. I am your virtual librarian. I am so excited to present Black Gworl Library to the world. I've always wanted to participate in a book club. Living in Japan and being Black, being a woman, I feel like it's already isolating, but when you add that queer icing on the top, you know, it's really, really hard finding spaces, safe spaces, where we can sort of thrive and grow and be our best selves. I've been manifesting a virtual community, a place where I can kick it and hang out in the comfort of my home with my friends, with my family. And that was sort of the seed of Black Gworl Book Club. I wanted to introduce and start off book club with All About Love, because I imagine that everyone coming to the space has a different definition of love. I thought, how cool would it be for us to sort of jump out from the start, defining what love is or what love means to us. You know, the first time I read this book, I remember feeling extremely guilty. I felt guilty for being angry to my mother and to my father. I felt guilty for being angry to, you know, people in my past who I believed intentionally hurt or harmed me. And then the second time I read it, I felt extremely angry that I had accepted those forms of love that were not very loving. And the third time I read it, I thought, oh, now I understand so many different perspectives, and I can take responsibility and ownership for the ways that I have not been loving in my life. And I can also not only forgive those who have not been loving to me, but I can talk to them about it and talk about the ways that they were taught to be loved. Defining new ways, and even in friendships, I think it's important to define love. Sometimes I don't agree with things that Belle says, and sometimes I want to challenge some of the things that she writes. You know, if you're only reading a book to agree with you or your life, then what exactly are you reading for? All About Love challenges us to examine the way that we've been loved and the way that we have loved in our lives. I am excited to hear different perspectives on the subject of love, which I feel like is so broad. There's not enough written on the subject of love that is truly coming from a loving space. And so hopefully we can read this book together and explore what All About Love actually is all about. Bell Hooks is a force to be reckoned with. She's recently created the Bell Hooks Institute as a way to archive her works, which I think is genius and beautiful. Part of the reason that she created this space is because she said that she doesn't feel like her works should be behind like this sort of glass wall where only people with like library cards or degrees or only academics have access to her works. She wants to make her work accessible. When I decided to start with All About Love, I thought, what a better way to start something new, to start a new relationship. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in many relationships, and something that I think I wish I had done in my past relationships, is to start out with a clear definition of love. I have read All About Love many times, and I feel like every time I read it, I'm always discovering something new, or I'm always seeing something that I can apply to my life. I invite you all to join me on Zoom. RSVP is required for this space. This is a password protective space. It is important that you RSVP. So subscribe to Patreon. Patreon subscription, you will get a monthly newsletter. You will find out about all the events, Q&As, talkbacks, chats like this will be happening, as well as reading guides if you need it, syllabus for those who want a little more structure in book club. I'll be doing like some book recommendations, some book reviews in the coming months. So your subscription to Patreon will get you all this really cool content. Your subscription to Patreon also supports this space. And yeah, all the cool content and the books and things that will be provided to those who are unable to find them or for whatever reason. Please buy the books. I will be creating a PDF of Black-owned bookstores and spaces where you can purchase these Black books. Support our writers, support our authors, support Black women. Black Gworl Book Club meets every third Sunday of each month. So please join us. Please subscribe to Eventbrite so you don't miss it. If you're having like any trouble, let me know. Yeah, I'll see you there.